When you were a kid, did you ever run around trying to be a superhero?
I mean, like, pretend that I was a superhero, play act?
Yeah.
I pretended I was Aquaman. I'd go down to the beach and put on my green Speedos.
You had green Speedos?
Well, they weren't Speedos. They were
More like booty shorts.
Did you ever try to talk to fish?
I did.
Pretending to be Aquaman, that's the only people who will talk to you. What, I'm mocking a 7-year-old Mike Zapsik. What do you want from me?
To another episode of Comic Book Men, the show that's one guy away from being the whitest show on television. I'm your host, Kevin Smith.
Brian Johnson.
Walt Flanagan.
Mike Zapsik.
Ming Chen.
Okay, what's going on this week?
We had a guy come in, and not only did he have Migos, but boxed Migos.
Oh man, Migos are the chocolate chip cookies of toys. A Migo is like a joint. You can't not enjoy it.
Hey,
How you
guys.
doing?
All right, how are you? These have been in my personal collection for about 20 years. We have a Spider-Man, Mr. Mxyzptlk,
Oh, my
Superman's
God.
enemy, and that's Human Torch.
Awesome. The flaming superhero.
What's with the outfit?
That's what made it my favorite, man.
I imagine in his world, that's how men dress. Purple go-go boots, a mini skirt.
And he's not wearing underwear.
Do you think that that Migo was like, you know what, we cannot have bare-legged Mxyzptlk selling to the kids?
I would imagine.
Let's macho him up, get him in some tights. It is the least intimidating villain I think they could have possibly created. A guy who looks like, say, a grandpa wearing a miniskirt. I mean,
What are you talking about? He's an imp from the 8th dimension. The only way to vanquish Mr. Mxyzptlk back to the 8th dimension is to make him say his name backwards. So you got to trick him into it.
he's almost brain dead.
Anyway, we were lucky enough that pop culturism, Robert Bruce hanging out.
This is actually a relatively common boxed figure. Even then, it's still probably $75 to $100.
Okay.
The Fantastic Four, even with this tear here, this is really common on the card and much harder to find in this box. I would think this, in this condition, 150, 175. This is really great. This doll looks perfect. You remember Spider-Man was on the Electric Company, right? This was the Electric Company box.
That is awesome.
They only did this for probably 8 months, and then they went to cards. This box is pretty hard to find. The condition's a little off.
Right.
This alone is probably in the 175 to 200 range.
I would like these three. What are you looking for today?
Well, I was looking for $450, Walt. That's my price.
Would you do 3 1/4?
I don't know. I think $350. I'd be a little more comfortable. If you do $350, we're done. Then you'll be the proud owner of these beautiful Migos.
These tight boxes make my eyes bulge. How about 340? 340 cash.
I don't want to split it over 10 bucks, but I'm going to stick at $350, pal.
All right. I want them.
You got a deal.
All right, man. Mike, I'm going to read some of the titles off this list. You tell me if they match up to what you have over there. Action Comics.
Yep.
Good. Flash.
Hey, how about this idea? We throw kids' birthday parties here at the stash. We can make a ton of money.
Well, I don't like where this is going.
Come on, we have the space. We have a great theme that kids can latch on to, superheroes. Why not start throwing kids' birthday parties at the store?
Yeah, why not have a bunch of screaming kids in a store full of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of collectibles? I don't know, man. That seems like a disaster waiting to happen.
We'll have games, cake, presents, pizza, goodie bags. Just think of all the money. We charge more than we pay for that. Imagine the profit.
Profit. Okay, now you're speaking my language. He may have something. Can you imagine when we were 4 years old, if our parents were like, we're gonna have your birthday party at a comic book store?
Oh my
We
God.
would be out of our minds. All right, I'm in. What do we gotta do to make this happen?
Wait, what happened to Flanagan? He got body snatched.
He sold it to me with the talk of mountains of cash, and we had to beat the people away with a stick. They'd want to book us for a year straight.
From this guy, you thought we'd get to velvet ropes and filthy lucre?
Why not? Say you had your 4th birthday party at a comic book store. How awesome would that have been?
Memorable.
All right, let's make it happen.
All right.
Why can't you be more an idea man like Ming? That guy's going places.
He's always thinking. You got to give him that.
No running! No running!
This is a...
I'm here to see if you're interested in purchasing
Oh my
my
gosh.
Darth Vader helmet.
You guys ever have any regrets? Has there ever been a comic on the shelf, didn't buy it, now it's worth a ton?
I always take the frame of mind, you know? Always look forward, never look back. But I did sell my Walking Dead collection before the TV show because I was like, it was getting so hot and everything.
How could you get rid of that? It would eat away at me.
You sell things, but you can never look back. Always look forward.
But you should look back on that.
Hi, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm here to see if you're interested in purchasing
whoa.
my Darth Vader helmet.
How about a trade? Wow. This is impressive. What is it from?
I was a display at a toy store for the Star Wars Phantom Menace toys.
Okay.
And I've had it for about 10 years hanging above my big screen TV.
How much did you pay for it?
10 years ago, I paid $75, but I'm looking to sell it for quite a bit more than that now.
Is it wearable?
Not really, but looks like a giant bobblehead.
That's
I am your father.
That's awesome.
You look like, what is it, Darth Helmet from Spaceballs?
Let me ask you something. Have you two ever gotten busy while he wears the Darth helmet?
No, that will not happen.
No?
Would that increase or decrease the value?
Oh, they'd raise it up a couple bucks.
Why are you getting rid of it?
My newly engaged fiance, Michelle, and I are going to be moving in together, and it's probably something that won't work with our decor.
Why? It's so unassuming. You can go anywhere. You're not impressed by it, huh? It's got to go?
She's not making me do this.
Okay.
I'm doing this for myself to grow up a little bit. I used to have like 50 boxes of comic books and every Star Wars action figure, but I've sold them all off.
Any regrets selling them off?
Nope.
Booyah. Tell him right now and tell his future wife-to-be what a chump he is for selling this and making his future wife happy.
You're not a chum, I'm just saying, you know.
But I was.
It's tough to let go of something that you formed a bond with, but you had a bride-to-be. That's the greatest gift. Better than a Wookiee, better than the third moon of Yavin. That's the greatest thing in the world.
Better than a gigantic Darth Vader helmet?
I didn't say that. I said Wookiee and the third moon of Yavin.
You got yourself quite a catch right there, you know?
Yes.
I would do anything for her.
My heart's still icy. Doesn't matter.
All right, so what are you looking for?
Between $250 and $300 for it.
What do you guys think? You like it, Mick? I think it would look awesome hanging from our ceiling, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
I think so too.
As a newlywed gift to you, I'd love to buy this from you. Cool. Could you do 200?
Could we do 200?
Sure.
Okay. She says yes, I'm fine with whatever she says.
I like that. Would you take 150? All right, $200.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Nice to meet you all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Try it on, man.
For Christ's sake.
Here, check this out, check this out.
What's he doing?
It's like Revenge of the Sith, man.
Oh, it's awesome.
It is awesome.
All right, he signs off. You're on your way. What does a kid's birthday party require?
A cake, piñata, and pizza. We got the kids' pizza, balloons, decorations.
Party favors.
I'm no accountant, but boy, this sounds expensive.
Let's get to work. Where are we going with this?
Let's go back and forth here.
Sort of looks like Spider-Man's webbing.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. What kid would not love this cake?
Nerd heaven right here. I haven't felt this stimulated mentally in quite some time.
That's what happens when you have 30+ years of being a fan person.
Hey, that kid is destroying comic books over there. All right, guys, he has arrived. Four-color, the comic book clown.
You remember where you had, say, your 4th, 5th birthday party?
No.
You know, I'm a Halloween baby, born in October, and my mom would have, Halloween-themed birthday party for me. I don't know if you were there that one year.
I wasn't invited.
She had set up bobbing for apples, so as the birthday boy, I got to go first. I had never done it before, and when I put my head underneath the water and was trying to get an apple in my mouth, I realized I didn't have a gag reflex. So I was like a horse, and I was just going in, grabbing them, and putting them on the table. It was really impressive. I was really good at bobbing for apples.
What about you, man? Birthday parties in childhood?
I never got the cool birthday party. I remember one year, literally, all my friends came over and my mom plopped down a bowl full of hot dogs right in the middle of the table, and that was it.
Were they cooked at least?
They were cooked, but no buns, nothing, just like a bowl full of hot dogs.
Just here, serve
Yeah.
yourself.
It was like, here you go, kids. And
If I was there, I would have impressed everybody.
Excuse me, what's the least you would go for this?
Mike brought that piece, and let me see what he can do on it. He knows.
Okay.
Hey, Mike,
Yes, sir.
the Legion Clubhouse.
Yes.
What's the best we can do on that?
This piece. It was a website exclusive, sold out in the first 20 minutes.
Okay, that explains why I hadn't seen it, because it wasn't in something I would have seen.
Who's your favorite Legionnaire?
This group, Timberwolf, but we need Light Laughs to make it complete.
I think it's missing Dawn Star, but that's just me.
Oh, yeah, I love Dawnstar, too.
Wildfire in there?
Yeah,
He is?
Wildfire's right there. As soon as he said that, it's like, yeah, it totally makes sense to have all the couples together. I was thinking maybe Shrinking Violet was already in there with...
With Colossal Boy?
Yeah.
Well, they were never a couple, really.
Well, they sort of were in one.
This is nerd heaven right here.
It is such a nerd vortex. I never thought a customer could bore me more than you guys could.
Well, that's what happens when you have 30+ years of being a fan person.
What do you think of this costume for a dude? Toughest costume to wear in all of comicdom?
Yeah, but he's really cool, so.
I'm not talking about his powers. I'm just talking about him walking out of the room the first day he puts his costume on, and the rest of the Legion goes, what the hell are you doing?
Legion of Superheroes never did it for me, and I think it comes down to whenever I saw Bouncing Boy, I was like, that's it? That's the only representation of fat people in comics?
But he was awesome. He got the chick. He married a triplicate girl.
I thought it was Do a Damsel.
Well, one of her pieces died off, so.
Just listening to that snippet of conversation, I don't know how either of you got married.
Who is the Legionnaire artist for you?
Mike Grell, officially.
What about Giffen? What do you place him on the
I don't know.
hierarchy of...
Hierarchy? I would put him over Grell, officially. Giffen kind of went off on his own tangent, which was great fun.
You don't live right here? You don't need a job?
How attached are you to me?
That's what I was thinking of. He's gone. I haven't felt this stimulated mentally in quite some time.
Well, that's a good thing.
Awesome. Thank you for coming
Mike's
in.
an idiot.
All right, so let's talk dollars. What's the best we can do on that?
We're asking $299.95?
Mm-hmm.
$275?
Okay. 270. Okay, I guess I will go for it. Yes, that'll be my Christmas present to myself.
275 then?
Yep.
I can't wait till you get home tonight and talk to your wife, and you're like, and then she said this, and then she knew about that. And she's gonna be like, you're out of here.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank
Enjoy
you.
it. We didn't recover for a good 10, 15 minutes. We were spent by the time she left the store.
A woman exhausted you.
Him and Mike were smoking cigarettes.
All right, it's do or die. This is the first day in a new era of Jay and Silent Bob's. Stash bashes.
Battle station.
All right.
It's time to turn that key and let the party kids in. 10 foaming at the mouth rabid kids who just want party action.
A torrent of toddlers, if you will.
Open the door and I unleash hell. Welcome to Jay and Silent Bob's. Come on in. Go, go. Do something. This is a Come on.
Pin the tail on the donkey.
Pin the tail on the donkey. Hey! Pin the tail on the donkey.
What's this? It's pin the tail on Mr. Ming. Yay! Want your face painted? Come on, sit down.
All right, ready?
1, 2. All right, buddy, you're Spider-Man. All right, come on, sit down. Wolverine, right? Ooh, convincing. You look too much like Wolverine.
What happened?
There's like 15 kids here. I'm trying to get them in and out.
Can't you do a little better job?
Okay, Picasso, you sit down and paint them then.
You're whoring out your art, man. The artist inside of you is dying a little bit as you slap these paint on these kids, going like, I don't have the time to do it right. I just have to get it done.
Exactly how I felt.
I mean, I'll admit there were some shaky moments. I thought maybe the games would eat up at least an hour, and, you know, that didn't quite go as planned.
I think that kid is destroying comic books over there. No running! No running!
I want your flag.
Ming! It's starting to turn into chaos. They're almost right into cake. Well, you're gonna get some cake, I promise. I'm not gonna lie, the ship was going down. I was ready to fire off a flare, and lo and behold, just as I thought it was gonna turn into a disaster, a clown saved the day.
No.
The moment you've all been waiting for is here. 4-Color, the comic book clown. I don't think you can even imagine the chaos that was going on in the stash that day. It was like being in a jungle and a billion army ants just rolling in on you, and you're just looking for survival any way you can, because these kids were out of their minds. All right, guys, he has arrived. 4-Color, the comic book clown.
Just like you asked for. Go on now.
A unicorn.
A unicorn.
Here you go. This is for you. It's an earthworm. I'm not what you would call classically trained in balloon animals. I figured that, like, use your imagination.
Everything about this clown is terrifying to me, and I'm an adult.
No, they loved him.
Really?
Kids loved you, dude.
I could finally go home to my parents and be like, your son is a success. Happy birthday to Caden. Happy birthday, special day. Once a year.
That sounds exactly like the song we can't sing.
No, you're tone deaf. We're all right. Happy birthday, Caden. Give him a hand. First pieces for 4-Color. He's famished.
Caden, you want to open this up? That's for you, birthday kid.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The hosting event had to give a gift.
Sure, it's his birthday. You know, just, you know, a little trinket from the store.
You don't even know this kid. We have no personal relationship. We're supposed to make money. We get the gift of their money.
Oh.
Yeah, he loves it.
Happy birthday, buddy. You wouldn't think to look at us that we could pull it off.
Yeah.
But you gave us a task, we can get it done. We may not make you money at it.
Come on.
Are you the only guy that threw a kid's birthday party and lost money?
We didn't lose money. We made pretty much what you would take an entire weekend selling books, about $350.
What? Are you insane? You think the store can subsist on $350 over a weekend?
Okay, but still, it's a large chunk. And
Where? In what world is $350 a large chunk?
It was a nibble.
that wasn't so bad, was it?
Wasn't so bad. When you factor in everything that was destroyed, do you think at best we didn't just break even on this?
See how happy that kid was when he left?
I gotta side with you, man. If the currency is smiles, you guys made $1 million today.
Right? Kids were happy.
No, never again.
Where are your ideas?
How did it work?
Why are you
If
guys
it
always status quo? Status quo.
Status quo makes money. Your ideas don't.
Status quo has kept our shop alive for 15 years.
But there's always something better, though. There's always something better.
Go find it then.
I have been.
You know, get your get out.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for another episode of Comic Book Men. I'd like to thank my co-hosts for illuminating me on what goes on in my store when I'm not around. Until next week, I'm Kevin Smith.
Brad Johnson.
Walt Flanagan.
Mike Zapsik.
Ming Chen.
Don't forget to spay or neuter your super pets and Wookiees, kids. Good night.